And it says we're live.
Yeah, so we're live on one, but not there we go. It's fixed. We weren't connecting to both accounts, the Facebook and the YouTube. We were only connecting to one.
I'm glad we got that figured out. I was really worried that we would not be able to pick up my audio in this microphone that's not being used for anything practical right now.
So you just have the microphone in front of your face.
It just feels right, you know? Like it feels like this just feels normal.
It just feels good to you.
This does not feel normal. This just feels like I'm FaceTiming my mom or something. I mean, not like that, but you know, like just anyone USA. But with the microphone, I feel like I'm working.
What did you do this weekend?
Oh man, a lot of kid stuff. We did Comic-Con on Sunday, and that was so much fun.
You did the Stockton Con, right?
Yes. Oh my God, it was so much fun. So I'm posting our link right now. But I went to it was my first con I've ever been to. And I met the woman who voiced the original April O'Neil from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And did you fangirl out?
I did. Oh my God, I so did. When we got up there, so when we saw her at first, I walked up and I said, okay. I said, I love all April O'Neils, but April O'Neil's from the new ones or April O'Neil's from, she goes, the original, baby. I go, oh my God. And my son Jackson was with me. And I go, Jackson, I don't think you understand. But she was April O'Neil in the cartoons I watched when I got home from school. And then every time we had a basketball game or a baseball game, we would go get pizza afterwards, and it would also play the video game that she was in. And she was like, and you would win every time too. I said, gosh darn right I would. And she was awesome.
Okay, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. So I will keep my catty bitter comments to myself.
Well, no, do tell. What?
I just think that if you have to tell people I am April O'Neil from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, then maybe you're not that famous.
I agree. Okay, so I looked her up, right? And you're not wrong. She, yeah. I mean, if you look at what she's done, everything was back in the 80s, and it kind of stopped with the Mutant Ninja Turtles. But like, she had a very brief run on Punky Brewster, and then most of it has been voice work up until around Teenage Mutant Ninja. And then I think after that, she kind of checked out and did her own thing. I don't know what she's been doing since. But her Twitter has like 24 followers, you know? But for somebody like me, it was still like Edward Furlong, and I love Terminator 2, but Edward Furlong was across and 3 tables over. I could have cared less. It was all about April O'Neil.
Couldn't care less. But yeah.
And then the other guy.
Fun.
Do you remember Men in Black?
Yeah, of course.
Oh. Remember the guy that the alien took over? He drove the box van. His head was all crooked sideways and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he drank the sugar water. Met that guy. And he voiced Dragon Ball Z, and he talked to my oldest son for about 10 minutes. And where his autographs cost money, he gave my son one of his autographs and said, now go home and watch Dragon Ball Z and listen to my voice.
Very cool. I worked with a woman in Charlotte who voiced a character in Dragon Ball Z.
It's what a huge cartoon. I didn't realize how big that cartoon was.
She made more money doing that than she did, obviously, at the radio station.
Yeah, we need to find a cartoon voice.
Doing voiceovers for Dragon Ball. She did the radio station, and I was in it was Charlotte. I was on a big market. She did that as like a hobby because she made so much money voicing Dragon Ball Z.
What I'm hearing then is that we need to start voicing cartoons. Do we need to come up with a cartoon? We need to find an animator and come up with a Madden Riley.
What cartoon am I going to voice? Is there a Smokers voice cartoon? Like, I would have to do an adult cartoon. My voice always this raspy. I went to a crab feed this weekend, and they sat me right next to an ex.
Yeah. Hey, I have to leave and come right back in because I want to hear about that. But my voice turned into robot. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So I go to this bar in Ripon called Old Town. It's one of my favorite spots, and they have crab feeds. It's crab feed season, so they have one January, February, March. I didn't get into the February one fast enough, but I bought tickets for the March one. Anyways, I get there and they do a seating chart. It's easier that way. Here's Ian.
Okay. Did you guys say hello to each other? Did you actually sit next to him? Did you guys make any eye contact at all? Did you talk about your past relationship? Was everybody polite to everybody? Or do you look at each other and be like, ugh?
We said hello. So I walk in and they do a seating chart. It's just easier. They usually sit me at my favorite spot up at the bar, but they stop putting people up at the bar because it gets too congested for people who just want drinks, right? So, anyways, I look and our boss is there, and a boss lady goes, I see that they have you seated right here. And I go, where? And points right next to this guy. And I went, right? I was so good. I go, what? And he goes, hey. Like he knew because he was already sitting there. My name was right on it. And it was like not at the same table. It was net like elbow hitting each other crab feed.
Like if you would have had some errant crab, it could have flown in his face.
Yes. So there was another table in back that some of the people who work there were sitting at, but the owner was like, look, you're not really going to get served back. You're kind of messing our flow up. I'm sorry for what we did. It won't happen again because they're my friends. So she was nicely being like, but you're going to mess with the servers. Don't want to go all the way back there. And I go, I don't want to do that. I'll suck it up. I'm 40. I can make it through a dinner next to this guy. So everything gets said and done. They end up moving me, not because of me, because it just happened that way. And so I made my girlfriend Jamie go over and pick up all of our stuff that we had already sat down, so I didn't have to go back over there.
I don't blame you.
No.
How do you handle that sort of stuff when you see somebody casually like that, you know?
That's the way. And the thing is like I'm usually friendly with exes or guys I've hooked up with, or this one didn't end very friendly. And I haven't seen him since or spoken to him since. It's been years. And so I was like, I don't want to sit next to this dude. And he didn't want to sit next to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So how do you, I get it. I ran into my ex's cousin at Cold Stone, right? Like how benign is that? But stuff is so weird that was like she stayed on her end and I stayed on my end. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
He knew.
What do you do?
He knew that he was like, when we thought we were going to sit there, he was trying to talk to Jamie and she's like, don't try. Because she knows me well enough to know that I don't get that uncomfortable. I'll sit next to anybody. I don't care. But it was awkward. Anyways.
See, if I were him.
The woman who made the seating chart came out to me. I was in the back patio talking to Angie, our boss, about work and stuff. We're just out there chilling. And the one who did the seating chart goes, oh my God, Amy just told me what I did. Are you here in March? And I go, yes. And she goes, I will give you a special seat in March. Well, thank you. She goes, I am so sorry, Madden. I didn't know. I'm like, I'm not mad at anybody. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. One, never been to a crab feed. I got to put that on my bucket list.
Oh,
and
what?
Two, never been. Is it just a table full of crab and you just keep eating till you can't eat anymore? That's it?
Some places serve bread. Some like the Old Town one, they have a pesto pasta that's absolutely delicious. And then like bread and salad and then they just bring buckets of crab legs, dude, and you just crush them.
Okay.
It was Jamie's first time. She had to learn. The only thing that I wasn't prepared with that these other guys had that I will be prepared with the next time, because I have the warmers and the crackers and all of that stuff. These guys came with gloves, dude, so that your hands don't smell like fish all night.
You bring your own crackers?
Like the crackers, like the not saltines.
You bring your own? You have your own that you bring?
Yeah, I bring my own lemons. I bring my, just in case. Like they had melted butter at the bar, but I make like a garlic butter and melt it right there.
You approach crab feeds like old women approach bingo.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes. And my buddy Joe that works there, who we ended up sitting with, he's the same way. So he had all the warmers with the butter and stuff too. And then some other dude was like, you guys want some gloves? And I'm like, that's the one thing I was missing, man.
You bring your own warmer?
It holds butter on the top and you put a little tea light candle on it and it melts the butter.
Do you have, okay, Do you show up with like a special case that when you show up, like you're like, and you like start putting your stuff out, and you're just kind of in the zone. Everyone's looking like the bingo people put the little trolls out and stuff, and like you're just like,
No, but I wanted to be that person. Like I brought it in like a recyclable bag and everything. Like I wanted to be. So I think I need a crab feed carrying case.
we
With
need to put together exactly what it is that you need to take to every crab feed, and then we need to make a special briefcase that has foam on the inside and spots cut out where each thing goes. So when you get there, it's like snap, snap, boom, 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 snap. Put it to your side. And everyone's like, "What the hell just happened?" You're like, "What? This is normal. It's
oh
normal."
yeah, this is normal. I'm telling you that I will do that. I will want. I need gloves and we need bibs. I need to add to my collection. We
All
should
right,
rock
all right.
it.
Boss lady Angie keeps asking us if there's anything that we need for the show, and I think that crab feed bibs would be a great idea.
Let's tell her today. That is a great idea. It's
We
crab
need
feed
Madden
season.
Riley crab
Right
feed
now.
bibs. Hey, do the bibs have a little pouch that catches the stuff, or is it just a bib?
No, son, that's if you go to like Joe's Crab Shack, I think they have the ones that will catch it for you.
Next question. If you have the bib that catches the stuff, since it's only fallen in the bib, can you go back and revisit what's fallen in the bib so that nothing gets wasted? It's
I
only been
don't.
in the bib.
I don't.
Okay, because hear me out on
It's
this,
an
right?
endless bucket of crab. Why do you need to eat the crumbs?
Well, hear me out on this. Because through the course of the night, crab and butter will be falling in your bib. And so, like, if it happens, you basically get crab that gets marinated in delicious butter for a little bit.
You're gross.
Okay. I don't take me to a crab feed. I'll embarrass you. I really want to go. I'll be on my best behavior, I promise.
They're all over right now. There's a lot of I usually go to the sheriff's one. That's the one that I stole that blow up dog.
Okay.
That I hustled that blow up dog out of all those the police.
How much is a crab feed?
Usually about $50.
Okay. And it's always for like
they run between 50 and 100. If you can get it under 50, that's a steal.
okay, so if you find a crab feed that's under 50, then do you have to question the crab?
I went to one crab feed, and I won't say which one, but it was not fresh.
And
Like
you could
you
tell.
don't crack it yourself. It was just the meat. And my date was all about it, just the pile of meat on his plate. And I was pissed. I was so pissed that they did not disclose that it wasn't fresh crab legs in the beginning, that I have not, that every year they still hit me up and ask me if I want to go to that one. And I'm loyal to the people who throw it, and I won't go because I was so pissed that year.
Was it even real crab?
I think it comes out of a can that way. Because it's not like they had somebody in the back cracking all the crab legs for everybody.
And I'm sure they came out like it was like uniform slices, right?
It was like a pie, like imagine like a can of tuna being tossed on top of just a pile of crab and my date was all about it. He was like, I don't want to get messy hands and crack the crab. And I'm like, that's the whole point.
I was gonna say that's the draw, right? Is you're cracking crabs.
And that's what Jamie goes, so I'm just supposed to sit here and crack all of this by myself all night? I'm like, yeah, girl, that's the point. And then our buddy Mario was all, just so you know, everybody's going to get hit by crab juice. It's just the way it goes. And so that happened too. It just starts squeezing at you.
I envision, okay, like I said, never been, but I envision head down in your thing. Like you got a whole routine where it's like crack, dip, eat, and then someone comes up with like, would you want more crab? And I can see being like, back off, I'm hungry.
Yeah, dude, you couldn't have explained it better than the old lady at bingo.
Okay, I think that's awesome.
And everybody has it different. Like Jamie was eat the meat per crab leg. I am break all the crab legs, make a pile, then dunk. But Jamie, we have learned, is an eat as you go crab leg eater.
I'd be an eat as you go too. I've done crabs like at the Peppermill with their buffet. So I've gotten the crab. I've had crab legs. I've just never been to a crab feed. I'm not proficient with the tools. I'm gonna need some help. Maybe we can do a live stream with some crab legs, and you can help me do some crabbing, because I'm not
Yes.
good with it.
And they're all different. So if you go to I like the fundraiser. The one at Old Town is just a crab feed, which I'm totally fine with. But the fundraiser ones, they also have like where they're raffling stuff off too. So you could win, you get tickets, and they have like the silent auctions. The sheriff's ones have those.
I never win silent auctions and I never win raffles, and it's really frustrating. And the only time I ever won a silent auction, it was for a stupid olive tree, and the person I was with wanted it, and they were just like, "Oh, I bet on that too. I'm like, here's the olive tree.
You're too nice.
I want to run a raffle."
Super excited when I win.
I was excited too.
Because you and I are always giving stuff away. So when I get my name pulled out of a raffle, I don't care if it's a pack of gum. I will freak out. There was one raffle fundraiser I went to that I had two girlfriends that I told them if they win anything, they both let me go pick up their prizes just to making me get excited.
When we were at the Stockton Con on Sunday, the Stockton Kings were there because it was in their arena. And like we said earlier, we never win anything. We're always giving stuff away, right? And so I got super excited because it was the Kings, right? And I'm talking to them, they're like, "Hey, enter to win tickets to a Stockton Kings game." And my kids really want to enter, so I wrote all the stuff down. And then when they walked away, I said, "I don't think I can enter because we're a partner on some stuff." But I really like the Kings. I just want to tell you, I really like the Kings, but I can't take your free stuff.
I can't take your free stuff, dude. I signed up for all the contests. I don't care.
Do you? Okay, I'm gonna start doing that then, because I want to win. I want to win contests and sweepstakes, and I never do. Don't you want to win a sweepstake?
I signed up for all the contests. Like
we should sign up for all the things.
I'm the annoying friend on Instagram that will tag you in a post that says "tag 4 friends" and you could be entered for a contest. That's me.
I do those too. I'm gonna start tagging you in all my disc golf auctions.
Oh, good. All right, you guys, we need to jump back on the air. We will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Okay.